Let's give an example of mean 9, 11, 16, 18, 21, and then by adding them 9 plus 11 plus 16 plus 18 plus 21 equals 75. 75 divided by 5 equals 15. Median, hahanapin kung sino yung nakagitna sa kanila. So yung nakagitna sa kanila is 16. Mode, hahanapin naman sa kanila kung sino yung nagdalawang number. Na example, 9, 11, 16, 18, 16, 21. 9 isa, 11 isa, 16 2, 18 1, 21 1. So yung nagdalawang number is 16. Range, hanapin yung highest and lowest then had. So let's add them. 21 plus 9 equals 29. So yung final answer is 29.
How to solve the margin of error using the step-by-step. For example, you are conducting a survey to estimate the average number of hours people spend on social media each week in a large city with a population of 100,000 people. You randomly select a sample of 500 people to take the survey. Step 1. We need to define the variables. Our variables is population size is 100,000 and the sample size is 500. Step 2. Plug values into the formula. Now plug these values into the formula to calculate the margin of error. Our formula is error equals square root of population over sample subtracted by 1 over population. E equals square root of 100 over 500 subtracted by 1 over 100,000. Step 3. Solve for the margin of error. First, calculate each part inside the square root. First, we need to divide the 100,000 into 500. Makukuha natin ay 200. 200 minus 1 is equal to 199. Next is 199 divided by 100,000 equals to square root of 0.00199. So using our calculator, i-insert po natin ito. Square root, Square root 0.00199 and makukuha po natin is 0.044, but since 2 decimal places lang po tayo, ito po yung makukuha natin, 0.04. Step 4. Determine precision level. The precision level is equals to 100% subtracted by the margin of error. Ito, margin of error po ito. Precision level is equals to 100% subtracted by the 0.04 is equals to 99.96%. How to solve if the sample is missing? The scenario. Suppose you want to conduct a survey in a city of 50,000 residents to estimate the average income of the population. You want the margin of error to be no more than 500% or 0.05. Step 1. We need to define the variables. The population size is 50,000 residents and the desired margin of error is 5% or 0.05. Step 2. Plug values into the formula. Our formula is population over 1 add by the population size open parenthesis the desired margin of error squared close parenthesis. N equals 50,000 residents over 1 add by 50,000 residents multiply by 0.05 squared. Step 4. Round to the nearest whole number. Since sample size must be a whole number, round it to the nearest integers. So, ang makukuha po natin is 397 kasi po ni-round off po natin yung 6. Dahil kasunod niya po ay 8. Kailangan niya pong mag-round up para maging whole number po siya.
This is a sample about one sample t-test. So this is the question. In the population, the average IQ is 100. A team of scientists want to test a new medication to see if has either a positive or negative effect on intelligence or no effect at all. A sample of 30 participants who have taken the medication has a mean of 140 with a standard deviation of 20. Did the medication affect intelligence? The alpha is equal to 0.05. Step 1. Define null and alternative hypothesis. Step 2. State the alpha. Alpha is equals to A equal 0.5. Step number 3. Calculate degree of freedom. N minus 1 is equals to 30 minus 1 equals 29. Step 4. State decision rule. In this step, you need a t-table. And if you have a t-table, you need to find the 0.05 on the upper side of the table and the 29 on the left side of the table. After you see or you find the 0.05 and the number 29, you will get the distance of the two, which is the negative 2.0452 and positive 2.0452. If t is less than negative 2.0452 or greater than 2.0452, reject the null hypothesis. Step 5. Calculate test statistic. In this step, you have a formula of t is equals to sample mean minus mean over standard deviation over square root of n. So the sample mean on the problem is 140 and the mean is 100. Standard deviation is equal to 20 and the number of values is 30. So this will be the step how to solve it. So t is equals to 140 minus 1 over 20 over square root of 30. Step 6. State results. Decision rule. If t is less than negative 2.0452 or greater than 2.0452, reject the null hypothesis. So the t is equals to 10.96. So 10.96 is definitely greater than 2.0452. Step 7. State conclusion. Medication significantly affected intelligence. The final answer is t is equals to 10.96. Then the population is less than 0.05. So that's all. That's the final answer. Thank you for listening, and that will be my part on this video. Thank you.
Aesthetic teachers want to compare these two classes to me if they perform and any differently. On the test, he gave that semesters, Class A had 25 students with an average scores of 70. The standard deviations, Class B had 20 students with an average scores of 74. Standard deviation, using Alpha 25, did these two classes perform differently of the test. So the first is define null and alternative hypothesis. HO M class A equals B. HI M class A not equals B. So the second step is state alpha. State alpha is 0.05. Calculate agrees and freedom. Degrees of freedoms in Ni minus 1 plus N2 minus 1. So degrees of freedom is 25 minus 1 equals 24. So 20 minus 1 is 19. 24 plus 19 is 43. So state decisions rules if it less than negative 267 or greater than 267, reject the null hypothesis. Calculate test statistic. Calculate test statistic.
The degrees freedom for each sample is easy. It's just the sample size. df or the degrees freedom is equal to n1 minus 1 is equal to 25 minus 1 is equal to 24. df2 is equal to n2 minus 1 is equal to, substitute 20 minus 1 is equal to 19. ss1 is equal to s2 over 1 open parenthesis df1 close parenthesis equals to 15 squared times 24 is equal to 5,400. ss2 is equal to s2 over 2 open parenthesis df2 close parenthesis is equal to 25 squared times 19 is equal to 11,875. T-test is, so we proceed to, we find out the fold variance. The fold variance in this case is 401.74. So we substitute the 5,400 plus 11,875 over 24 plus 19 is equal to 401.74. And next, the t-test is equal to x1 minus x2 over square root of sp2 plus sp squared, sp squared over n1 plus sp squared over n2. Substitute t is equal to 70 minus 74 is equal to square root of 401.74 over 25 plus also 401.74 over 20 is equal to negative 4 divided by 36.16 is equal to negative 0.67. State result is t-test is equal to negative 0.67. State conclusion, class A and class B, t is equal to negative 0.67, b less than 0.05. Do not reject.